The first quarter for us this year has been a bit of a challenge. I think we all know that we had a bit of a rough winter, probably really in all of our states of operation, even in Florida. So a lot of winter storms. We had over $6 million of cat losses in the first quarter this year compared to only about $1.5 million or so the first quarter of 2013. And then additionally, there's just a number of other claims that were not cat related, but just from a difficult winter. The net result of that for the first quarter was a combined ratio of 102.8. We do expect our first quarter always to be a little bit higher than our year-end plan just because of our concentration in the Northeast, in New England, and New York, Pennsylvania, some of those states. We do expect to run a little bit of a higher combined ratio. Our plan for the first quarter was 100.8, so we were slightly over that. So we have some work to do, but hopefully we'll have calmer weather through the course of the year and we'll be able to get back on track. From a premium growth standpoint, we're also behind plan. It was, again, the winter weather. When we talk to our customers through our council meetings and through other inputs, they tell us that they were pretty busy settling claims, and it just seems like everyone had a little bit of a slowdown in being able to write business. So we're a little bit behind plan. We're actually slightly negative so far through the first quarter. Some of that is due to timing on some assumed reinsurance business. There are good areas of growth that we saw in the first quarter. Commercial lines was up almost 5%. The bond operation was up over 14%. I know so far in the second quarter we're seeing continued very good growth from both of those operations. Personal lines is still slightly down, but we have some things this year that we hope will spur some growth with some product modifications in some of our bigger states and also with some product changes on auto that hopefully will come out later this year. Well, our investments kind of held their own through the first quarter, slightly behind plan, not a bad result. I think we're going to make that up here as we get into the second quarter. But all in all, even with investments and the combined ratio a little bit behind plan, we still added almost $10 million in surplus. So our surplus is slightly under $1 billion. We know at some point this year we will certainly exceed $1 billion and we'll end the year over $1 billion, and we're getting pretty close to it. Yeah, from a regional standpoint, as I mentioned earlier, it seems that everybody had a bit of a rough winter, not just the Northeast, the Midwest, the West, even in the South. Probably remember some of the ice storms in the Atlanta area and things like that. So from a combined ratio standpoint, our best spot was Florida, which had, for us, a cold winter in Florida, but it really didn't lead to many losses. So Florida had a very nice combined ratio. The other four regions are over their plan from a combined ratio standpoint through the first quarter. But again, a lot of that is really part of a seasonality, and we expect to see that improve as the year goes on. The Western region was kind of the one with the stellar growth with over 14% growth, so we're very excited about that. They have a big plan this year, a big personal lines plan, big commercial lines plan, and we hope this is a good sign that they'll be able to hit those numbers this year. We're very excited to host our agency council meetings where our customers are able to give us some very valuable input. We host 2 of those meetings a year. One is by telephone and the other is in person. And we were able to complete a full round of those here earlier this spring, in addition to holding our National Agency Council here a few weeks ago. And we really do appreciate our customers taking time out of their busy schedule. And it's not just our customers that are there in person. They spend a lot of time talking to the other constituents in their states, and they get some very valuable input. It's really amazing how much time they really do spend in this. We do appreciate the input. We take it very seriously, and we will do everything we can to use that input to make the operation better. So thank you to our customers, and also just thanks for your partnership and for the business you've given us so far this year.